feel like you're supposed to pick up the slack. So you'd rather for your kids be in the dark than to help your baby mother get her lights turned back on?
Cut! Before I get into the video, I have a few things to say. Now, I've seen this situation happen over and over and over again, online and to people I actually know. And this is, unfortunately, the reality. And if you're a man going through this, man, I sympathize with you. And I have some advice for you at the end of the video. Because there's a way to make changes if you're in a situation like this. There's a way to remedy this kind of situation. But we're not going to get into the remedy yet. Let's watch the video. Let's break it down. And let's see what this is all about.
Help me understand this. My lights got turned off. So I called my baby's father and asked him if he could get my lights turned on for me. And he said no, because I have a husband and that's his responsibility.
First off, why would you disrespect your husband, who's the man in your house, by calling your baby dad to take care of his responsibility or his assumed responsibility? Why would you even do that? Why would you do that? A lot of these women, I don't think they think before they act. Because why would you disrespect your husband like that? And if he is aware of it and if he's okay with you doing that, that man's a bum. I'm sorry. Because ain't no man in their right mind is going to want you to ask your baby daddy at that to come save him. That's crazy.
How is that his responsibility to pay my lights to get turned back on after they get turned off? That you have kids that stay here. You don't care about your kids? I understand that I have a husband. Granted, don't beat me up over it.
This is the level of delusion I was talking about earlier, man. I've seen this happen to people I know firsthand. And I don't know. I really don't know if it's drugs. I don't know if it's cocaine. I don't know if it's crack. I don't know what it is. But something is seriously wrong mentally. Like, something is seriously off with a lot of these women. Listen, how is it, right? How is it that you were, at some point, you must have been a responsible adult at some point because you have primary custody. So at some point, the court saw you fit to be the primary parent of the children at some point, right? Now, tables turned. You were very irresponsible. You and your husband were very, very irresponsible and get your utilities cut off. And the mere fact that you had the gall and the audacity to try to gaslight your baby dad that he should pay the bills just because he has kids there. No. Hell nah. Why would he do that? You have a husband, and just because my kids stay there and you have primary custody, y'all like it's cuts off. I'm supposed to pay it just because my kids stay there? Nah. What you need to do is send the kids to their dad's house and you and your husband figure it out like grown adults. That's what you need to do. But once again, delusion is at an all-time high.
But we fell on hard times. So as my baby's father, I feel like you're supposed to pick up the slack. So you rather for your kids be in the dark than to help your baby mother get her lights turned back on?
Cut. Bruh. You mean to tell me? You know, I feel like, if I'm wrong for saying this, y'all let me know in the comments, alright? But I feel like a lot of these women, man, they think just because, a lot of them, I feel like they fight so hard for primary custody because when something benefits the child, they kind of get some benefit off of it, you know? A lot of them can't pay their rent. A lot of them can't even keep their utilities on. But because the father loves his child, he would help her just to keep the utilities on. Really, she's an irresponsible adult. She's an irresponsible person and she deserves to get her utilities turned off. But just because the child is there, a lot of fathers will make the extra effort just to help, just so the child's okay. It's not most of the time, they don't even care about the woman. It's the child they care about. And the child is within that household. So they're trying to protect their child. I understand that. But this is why a lot of women abuse it. This, like right here, this is a clear example of abuse, because she feels so entitled that, oh, you have, number one, you got a husband, but you feel so entitled because the utilities cut off. But just because the kids live there, your baby daddy, he should automatically pay for everything just because his kids live there. Nah, hell nah. Hell nah. This is what's wrong with the world, man. Entitlement is what's wrong with the world. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's crazy.
What if I didn't have a husband? Would you have helped me then? These men are crazy. Sir, help me get my life turned on. Don't worry about my husband. He's doing what he's supposed to do as a man.
No, he not. No, he not. What kind of responsible man gets their utilities cut off? Come on. What type of responsible adult that happens to? I mean, granted, we all can fall on hard times. Hard times none of us are above hard times. You get what I'm saying? But as a man, you have a responsibility to your family. And obviously that man has failed his family in some capacity. So no, you cannot sit here and tell me that he's doing what he's supposed to do. No, he's not. He failed. And is something wrong with failure? We all fail at some point, but it's still failure. We all fail at some point, but you still failed. That man, the baby dad, he doesn't owe you and your husband nothing. And I think here's the remedy for a situation like this. I got the remedy. So, did y'all know that a lot of times when y'all if the baby mom has primary custody, that's because the courts generally award whatever situation is best for the child. That's who gets a parent. That's who gets or that's what, at least that's what they say, right? We know that's not always true, but that's what they say. So in this situation, I think if any of you guys are in a position like this, or any of you guys can relate, what y'all should do is y'all should petition to get primary custody, because obviously a mother like this is irresponsible and they're gonna put the child in harm's way. Because I don't know where these people live, if it's in the north or the south, but regardless, utilities being cut off, that can hurt somebody, because now the child's probably cold, you know what I'm saying, or they're burning up. I don't know where the climate is, but regardless, that's a huge inconvenience to a child. That's not supposed to happen. As a responsible adult, one of our main duties is to make sure our children is taken care of. Now, the mere fact that she failed at that position tells me she's not a fit parent, and the dad should be the one to actually have primary custody. You get what I'm saying? So if any of y'all are in a position like this, man, take this very serious, and y'all should seriously consider taking this to court with evidence to show the courts that, listen, my baby mom, she's failed as a parent, and I should be the one with primary custody. Because if you don't, women like this will continue doing the same shit. They'll never change. They'll always be irresponsible, and they'll always expect you to come through and save them. When really, you should just take your child and be responsible for your child, and let them and whoever they be with, let them be irresponsible and suffer the consequences. The time is now, man. Y'all, as men, man, y'all gotta stop saving these irresponsible degenerates, man. Y'all gotta let them lay in the bed they make. Because a lot of times they use kids and children as excuses to help for their bad decisions. Those days are over, man. So if you're in this situation, man, I just told y'all what to do, man. Y'all know what to do. Get this to the courts and try to get this remedy. Because if y'all don't, y'all gonna get milk for everything y'all got. All right, man, that's all I got to say for this video, man. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and show love to the channel, man. Until next time, I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side.